If you have 9 minutes, I'll give you 8 remote jobs hiring right now. They're not all customer service. They're mostly on the entry-level side of things. Most don't require a degree, and the pay, I think, is something you can live off. Let's scan through them. Minted is looking for a supply chain specialist to work full-time remotely in several states within the United States. As we scroll down the job description, they tell us in which states they are hiring for this position, and they have the salary broken out by zone. So you can earn anywhere from $53,313 all the way up to $76,253 per year, and that depends on the state in which you live. So your main responsibility in this job will be to analyze inventory and operational data to provide actionable insights for internal stakeholders, oversee wholesale inventory purchases and allocations, and manage third-party partners to implement in-store merchandising strategies. And for this job, they'd like you to have a bachelor's degree in business, supply chain, industrial engineering, or a related field, and 1 to 3 years experience working in operations or supply chain. You also have experience organizing and analyzing large sets of data and information. Fleetio is looking for an executive assistant to work full-time remotely anywhere within the United States. No location restrictions anywhere on this job description. So this is your typical administrative assistant kind of position. It's perfect for someone who enjoys juggling complex schedules, anticipating needs, and creating a seamless experience that helps executives stay focused and effective. You'll support executive leaders in the Eastern Time Zone and travel occasionally for key meetings. So you do some executive support and coordination, do some meeting, event, and administrative support, relationship management, and work on special projects. They want you to have about 3 years experience as an executive assistant or in a similar administrative support role. You have experience supporting senior leaders in a fast-paced or high-growth environment. Of course, you need your typical soft skills. You can pivot quickly, manage multiple priorities, and operate independently, and you're proficient with modern tools such as Google Workspace, Slack, Asana, Notion, Zoom, those sort of tools. And you get bonus points if you're tech savvy, you have experience supporting multiple executives simultaneously, and you also get bonus points if you have a background in project management, operations, or strategic communications. They offer a really nice suite of benefits, including a business expense stipend and a Mac laptop and new hire equipment, but they don't tell us how much they'll pay for this position. But based on my experience looking at similar roles, I'm thinking this job could pay anywhere from about $60,000 to $65,000, maybe up to $70,000 per year, but there's no way I can guarantee that's how much you'll make for this particular position. You'll have to work out your salary with them. Grow Therapy is looking for a provider success associate to work full-time remotely anywhere within the United States, no location restrictions. And in this position, you'll play a key role in supporting a network of about 21,000 providers and growing a successful practice. You'll help them feel confident, equipped, and cared for throughout their journey. So your responsibilities include responding quickly and accurately to any questions or concerns providers have, providing structured, thorough support on tasks, and advocating as a voice of the customer by relaying provider trends, feedback, and insights. So you'll be a great fit for this position if you have excellent communication skills, you're energized by supporting providers and delivering calm, confident, and professional experience for all stakeholders. You take ownership of your work and you're able to move quickly with a natural bias for action and time-sensitive workflows. And you get bonus points if you have previous experience in a customer success or post-sales account management, healthcare operations, education, clinical environment, or fast-paced support roles. And as far as the salary, if you work remotely for this position, they'll pay you $34.50 per hour. And I want to mention this, if you live near the New York, San Francisco, or Seattle hubs, this is a hybrid position 3 days a week, but the salary is a little bit more. Grow Therapy has another remote position. This one is for a provider enrollment specialist. It's full-time remote anywhere within the United States, and they're looking for an experienced provider enrollment specialist. In this role, you'll own the credentialing process for 10 to 20 of their payers, so you'll play a key role in getting their providers in network with some of the country's largest health plans. You'll ensure providers are credentialed, assist in building out new payer operations, provide a synthesis of each payer's credentialing operations, and manage special projects as needed. And you'll be a great fit for this position if you're a behavioral health enrollment expert, you're certified, or you have at least 4 years experience in provider enrollment, and you're strongly familiar with credentialing processes. And they tell us on this job description they'll pay you $26.44 up to $29.81 per hour. The company Rippling is looking for a technical support specialist to work the platform division. This is a full-time remote position anywhere within the United States. They tell us that right here on the job description. And this is your typical tech support kind of position where you'll become a product expert, take charge of customer issues from start to finish, respond promptly and professionally to customer inquiries via email, chat, or video conferencing, resolving product or service issues by understanding the customer's complaint, determining the cause of the problem, and selecting and explaining the best solution and following up to ensure resolution. You need 1 to 3 years work experience, and they're not saying that has to be tech support. You can work the shift between the hours of 9 to 5:30 p.m. Pacific time zone hours, and you don't have to live in the Pacific time zone. Just translate your local hours to those hours. And they strongly prefer you have a bachelor's degree in math, analytics, data science, economics, statistics, computer science, engineering, or other quantitative fields or relevant work experience. And as far as the salary, it depends on where you live, but it looks like you can earn anywhere from $20 to $23 per hour. Here's a manager position. It comes to us from Genworth. This job is for a manager, claims intake customer service. It's full-time remote, but they're only hiring in the Central or Eastern time zones. So take a look here, see if your state is listed. If so, you're good to apply for this position. And they tell us this job is hybrid in office if you reside within 50 miles of their Richmond or Lynchburg, Virginia office. So in this position, you'll play a crucial role in delivering world-class customer service and capabilities to their policyholders now and in the future. You'll develop and maintain an excellent service culture while carrying full supervisory responsibilities for a team of non-exempt customer service representatives. You'll ensure that all department phone services and transaction metrics are met or exceeded, motivate and energize your team, coach and develop individual team members, and collaborate effectively with peers. So you need to be able to demonstrate the ability to build and lead a strong, motivated team by providing guidance, feedback, and day-to-day direction for associates. You have excellent collaboration skills, proven ability to influence, negotiate, and communicate with internal and external customers. You can interpret data and analyze trends on inventory, capacity, service levels, and you can demonstrate effective coaching and feedback skills. And they have some nice-to-have qualifications. They're not required. Read through them. If you meet any of them, make sure to include them on your resume. And as far as the salary, scrolling down this job description, they tell us they'll pay you $58,800 all the way up to $110,900 per year. Thrivent has an opening for a recruiter to work full-time remotely anywhere within the United States, and this is your typical recruiter kind of position, where you'll achieve talent acquisition objectives by recruiting and evaluating candidates for job openings. So yeah, your typical recruiting kind of job. They'd like you to have a bachelor's degree or equivalent experience and at least 1 to 3 years recruiting or other HR experience is preferred. That's just preferred. It's not required. You have strong human relations and interpersonal communication skills, as well as strong knowledge and understanding of employment laws. And they also want you to have experience utilizing a talent management system. And they tell us on this job description they'll pay you $73,955 up to $100,059 per year. So the last remote job I have is with Spring Health. This one is for a campaign operations associate. It's full-time remote anywhere within the United States, and this job is in the marketing division. So you do some campaign execution support, email and nurture programs, digital campaign coordination, data and lead flow management, reporting and insights, tools and process enablement. You also do some cross-team collaboration and process improvement. They'd like you to have 2 to 3 years experience in B2B marketing operations, or campaign coordination roles. You're familiar with marketing automation platforms. You have an interest in learning advanced MarTech tools. You have strong organizational skills, attention to detail. You're comfortable managing multiple projects and deadlines. You have an analytical mindset with a basic understanding of metrics. You have excellent communication and collaboration skills and an eagerness to learn new tools and continuously improve processes and performance. And we can see right here on the job description, they tell us they'll pay you between $72,900 and $91,130 per year. So that's all I have for you in this video. Hopefully one of these remote jobs works out for you. Have a great day, take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.